time.
It's fucking
Bro,
Thursday
we got
evening.
a plaque on the door now. Like you're the first person to see that. Guess why?
Yeah.
I'm so special.
Do you feel? Yeah, you feel
Some
special.
people suck
It's
studios,
I
bro.
wouldn't. I don't know if I'd call it a plaque.
Hey man, they can't see that. They don't know
Hey.
that. Nobody
Hold
sees
on now.
that, dude.
All right.
It's a double-sided plaque.
It is a plaque.
What a terrible start.
It's stuck to
What
the
a
door.
terrible start.
Yeah, no.
No,
Maybe it's just
sick.
stuck to the
It's
door.
clean.
No, it's like
Yeah.
yeah, it's. I mean,
Did you have to place all of that one by one?
Uh-huh.
Did you
every
really?
single one?
No, I mean it was on a vine. It is
Right,
a vinyl
right.
sticker. If we're just gonna be honest to the crowd, I guess.
No,
but those
it's a
things
vinyl
are
plaque.
hard to place.
Fucking terribly hard. I threw away all the shit, but
I've bought one.
like
and
the
thrown it
contact
away.
paper, dude, it took me
Yeah.
forever, bro. It
We-
took me dead serious, both sides, 30 minutes.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
really not that long.
I know. I was zooming, and I also had to hang Cam shorts that he donated to the podcast
Eight.
from his last fight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are they dirty?
This was our.
Yeah, that's blood.
Yeah,
So
this
it's
is all.
Like they're not washed?
No, that's
No, that's what I meant. Like
yeah,
they're
yeah.
dirty.
No, that
Yeah.
is DNA encrypted.
I'm talking
That's the
from
new
the night.
cryptocurrency.
From the night. Yeah.
What is that thing that they do now? Where it's like digital art, but it's like
NFT.
that's an NFT right
Another
there, bro.
thing I don't
That's for
understand.
sure.
I don't know
get it.
either.
Dude,
Like
what-
just right click
What is going on?
and save it.
What is
free.
even?
How often my
what is
mustache
even
just
happening?
falls off into my mouth, and I'm like, is that fishing line? Dude, your mustache is way thicker than you think.
Yeah, dude, it's-
maybe not yours, but hey, man.
Why are we
My
starting
bad.
off so
I'm
aggressive?
just saying.
Don't all
So
like that.
aggressive.
Don't all like
You
that.
wanna
Like you
pee
just
off?
noticed. Like yeah, you just noticed. No,
I
no.
did just notice, which means
Yeah.
it's not as like
Yeah. Well,
noticeable that.
See,
it's
just
not
like
as
the
thick.
shorts, you thought his
Yeah.
face was just dirty, right?
his is harder to see though
Exactly
because
like
his is
that.
so light.
Is it though?
It's so light though.
You see the shine? Can you see the red?
I don't know why I'm looking
It
at
is
You
it.
red.
you can see the red when I put my finger behind
I
it, right?
didn't
Yeah.
see that. I barely still see that. Okay, I can see it.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Get a flashlight.
I'm ginger, dude.
Yeah.
I have
what's going
like-
on with all
what's
that?
like-
I'm primarily.
What's it like with facial hair? Like,
What's it
does
like?
It not bother you?
It pisses me off.
Okay,
Hair pisses
first
me
off,
off.
bad people to ask because like this is
We
the
can't do
most
shit.
we got.
We
Hair on
can't
your
do
face.
shit.
We
I
are
mean,
rocking as
literally,
hard as we can in the free world right now, and this is as much as we got.
This is it.
So what's it like? I wish I knew. This can go pretty long, and this gets like Pirates of the Caribbean
This
ish.
is this right here, this little patch underneath your lip and between your chin.
He ain't
That's
got no
the part
soul.
that pisses me off.
Like I couldn't imagine like piercing my face and having something
You've
on my
never had a piercing on your face?
No, I would. It would drive me nuts. It would
Word?
drive me freaking nuts.
I don't know
I would
why,
lose
but
my
haven't.
fucking mind.
I've my face has gotten close to your face for that picture, but I just imagined you had a nose ring.
No, I would.
I didn't
never.
even look,
It
but
looks
I just
beautiful on other people, and like you can do those like filters, and I'm like, that's tragic looking on me, and it just drives me nuts.
Yeah.
I don't like dangly earrings either. I don't want them hitting my like jawbone or nothing.
Yeah.
So.
see. I thought
You can't get away from facial hair. It's just there.
Yeah. No, it's annoying.
yeah, dude. If I ever was a girl, I always wanted to do those big ass loops, like the big dangly ones, like
Oh yeah. The
fucking
The hoop?
Yeah, the big one, like the
Hoop.
not the thick hoop.
No,
Talking
yeah.
the
about
big
the really
hoop.
like, but the wire thin.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a
like-
good look.
Dude, it's a good look.
I like when
I can fuck
girls
with
put
it.
them through their like gauges.
Oh yeah.
Mm,
Like
yeah.
a dangle through the gauge.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Lexi has big gauges like that,
I saw
Yeah.
that.
but she'll do like the teardrop or
Those
like
were
Chloe.
sick.
Oh yeah.
Chloe has like it looks like a teardrop.
Yeah.
Those are so dope.
Yeah.
Mine got big enough, but like if I would have did the teardrop bit, I think it would have looked weird because I feel like they're for bigger than mine were.
Yours were fucking huge though, dude.
Not really, dude.
Bro, those things were huge.
Have you ever tried to pierce your own ear anywhere else?
I have
Tried to-
just these
Oh.
things.
They were like gigantic.
He says gigantic. I mean, look how small he is. So
Dude.
everything's big to this guy. You know
Little
what I'm
man. You don't have. Do you have little man syndrome? ever?
Oh no, he's a big presence. You don't feel how
Let
big
me
he is
tell
in this
you.
room?
Yeah, you don't feel my
He's like 6'3". You don't
6'2"
see that?
presence in this room.
Wow.
Don't look up.
Don't look up.
I'm right here.
Oh, no,
She
dude.
said,
She goes, I'm looking for it. I'm not feeling it.
"Yeah, dude, I'm fucking when I walk in, people know, they know just because of
I mean,
I just take up a room.
Do y'all both
You know?
do the fighting thing?
no. I mean, well,
Well, dude, you want to know what's really funny?
okay. Don't answer the question, but that's fine.
I just started doing
Okay,
jiu-jitsu a
so
couple
we're
weeks
like
ago.
a few weeks in.
A couple weeks ago, yeah. I literally just had my first jujitsu dream last night, like straight up. It's the first, like I don't know.
Did
I
you
woke
win?
up.
This sounds
I
like
came
a
in
weird
second.
fetish.
Isn't it
thing
weird?
happened.
No, here's the thing. You know how my head's fucked up? Is I had a dream about me competing in jujitsu, and I came into second
do to your
place
head?
in my own dream.
What'd you do to your
I
head?
lost in my dream. Do what?
What did you do to your head?
Oh, I'm just saying like my head's
you
fucked up.
mentally.
Yeah,
Do you know much about the anatomy of somebody? You seem like you'd know
Like the
stuff.
body?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess.
Isn't that what anatomy means, or is that biology?
No, that's
No, anatomy
correct.
is
Anatomy
it's
is
like
the body?
pieces of it.
The biology is life.
Yeah.
Word.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Where you going?
you want to tell her
Where
the stuff
you
that's wrong
going?
with you?
Are you talking about the one right off rip?
Right off rip.
The tongue. I have the shortest tongue.
Put it all the way out. Yeah.
I don't know what that means medically. No.
Okay.
Okay.
Also,
I just
when
know
he
that
chews,
your tongue,
Yeah.
anatomically, it's in the correct spot.
Yeah, I mean it's
Yeah.
there.
well,
It's there.
the correct spot would be a little further out.
I mean,
Is it tied right there?
oh, it's very tight.
Just
It's
get
like
it
to
cut.
the tip of
Yeah,
it.
you just get it cut. Usually
Yeah.
they do that when you're a baby, though.
Now, they cut your
'Cause
tongue when
Here's
you're a
the thing.
baby?
Well,
Here's the
some,
thing.
Some kids are tongue tied, so it keeps them from like. I never had a kid, obviously,
Like
but like
talking.
I think it keeps them from being able to like eat properly and like swallow, especially if they're breastfeeding or something.
Word.
Yeah.
So they'll go in and like just like cut it a little bit so they have more reach with their little tongue because that's how they.
Aw.
I
You
didn't
need more
even
reach with your
know.
little
I
tongue.
didn't
More reach,
even
they
know.
see you
She
sniff
says
it
it's so
or
I
cute.
didn't
Like,
even know
with
that
your little
it was
tongue,
short
dude.
until like a couple years ago. I had no idea.
Can-
No clue.
And now how'd you find that out?
Dentist.
No. But is that the real story, though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the real
She's like, you don't want to make out? And you're like, dude, I am doing my best.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
barely
like,
making it to
she
your
said,
lips.
Stick your tongue out. I said, I am. That's what
Aw.
happened. Yeah. No, it's yeah. The dentist told me. I didn't. Yeah, I had no clue. I had the same dentist forever.
Dennis, why didn't you suggest that I get my
Well, my-
tongue clipped also?
Well,
He was like,
My-
put it out. What's the thing, the popsicle stick thing they put in your mouth?
Tongue depressant?
tongue depressor.
Depressor? I think it's tongue
Yeah,
depressor.
yeah.
They were probably doing that, and they were like, you got to stick it out, man.
Yeah.
You got to a little further
Really
than
get
that.
it out.
You're like,
No,
I am.
It
You're like
hurts.
shaking. You're like, I'm trying over here, man.
Dude,
Throwing
so
nuts
I
on
got
the
into
ground.
an accident, right? And I almost lost my foot. It
What?
Was just kind of,
What?
I got this gnarly
Like
scar.
recently?
What?
Nah, it was 2014.
Holy shit, dude.
Here.
Did it burn?
No, I was getting some stuff that didn't belong to me out of some shed. It was a window.
Word.
I was gonna paint it and hang it up. Okay, we weren't gonna like do anything crazy with it. There was like a shed full of just antique windows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to Scoop one later that night, put it in this person's car, and when we were putting it in her car, one of the panes of glass fell out, and I was like holding it like this, so it fell out. So I just like instinctually was like,
no, dude.
and it just went straight to my bone.
That gives
severed
me,
all
like,
my
a-
tendons.
It makes
Anyway,
my
when I
stomach
got to
feel
the
funny.
ER, they were like, "We're just gonna stitch you up," and I was like, "Please don't do that. Like that just hit my bone. Like
Yeah.
I have to go to surgery.
Yeah. There's something.
Like you gotta call another doctor or something. You can't stitch
Yeah.
me up." So he was like, "Okay,"
Word.
and so they have me laying there, and they're like wanting me to do this,
with it fucking open.
and I was like,
You're like, I'm doing all I got going.
all of my might. I'm like bending my back, like. And he's like, and my dad's like, listen, she's got a high pain tolerance. I'm like screaming, like, can you at least give her some pain medication before you?
What the fuck, dude?
And then they get X-ray. Oh yeah, you severed a tendon. And I went to surgery the next morning. They're like, actually, you severed all of them. And so they sewed them back up together like this.
I mean, yeah, then you wouldn't be able to move your foot at all, right?
No, I mean if they had
And they didn't
if they had
tell
sewn,
right off?
if they had sewn me up and sent me home, which is literally crazy. If you saw the picture, you'd be like, well, why would anyone suggest just to sew you up and send you home? Like I wouldn't be able to walk because like. They told the doctor, David Smith, shout out to Dr. Smith at Sacred Heart. He was like, once your tendons retract to a certain point, I guess they
can't
pull them back down
What?
or something.
They like shorten up because they're
Yeah.
like used to
That's what happened.
tension.
And so like they
With
cut
your
up my
tongue.
leg right here to pull the tendon down.
Word. That's what happened to his tongue. It must have been like you pulled it back too far in, and they were like, well, that ain't coming out.
yeah, no,
You just
that's
gotta
it
get
for sure.
Snipped, I'm telling
That's
you.
it for sure.
Yeah, it was
dude.
gnarly, but I can walk
That's
and
crazy.
did some like.
No, like lasting.
Oh yeah, no, I got.
Do you walk with a limp?
No.
Damn, that'd be sick.
I had to
though.
Like gangster
That'd
shit
be
with a
sick,
cane.
though.
Yeah.
With a squid
What
on the
happened to
top
you?
of it.
Shit.
Yeah,
Shit happened to me.
a glass
Don't
cane.
worry about if we are.
Yeah.
No,
You should get a little window tattooed on your ankle.
I want actually. So when I got this one, I'm like telling Chauncey like, yeah, I'm gonna do the next, and then I hit it on something. I don't remember what it was, and I was like, no, I don't think I could tattoo anywhere near that. scar because
Really?
like my nerves just regenerated so weird. So like right here where I'm touching it, like I can feel it all on the top of my foot.
What?
And like when you touch on this side of my foot, I can feel it on the inside of my foot. And like when you know how you hit your elbow,
Yeah.
it's like that, but like
Weirder.
That's wild,
but
dude.
worse. I don't know. It's just weird. So like I don't know. I probably won't ever tattoo that.
The body's
And I gotta
weird,
wear
man.
like ankle. I can't wear like high heels or like jump on a trampoline. You know.
Like some kind of support.
So if you had to
basically.
escape, like, and there was like a jump house in your way, you're just getting killed.
I'm gonna.
You're just like, well, I clearly,
I'm
yeah,
going
you're just
to-
gonna have to take me
I'm
here.
gonna jump. Maybe my ankle will snap. Because I've had a couple ankle injuries over my.
Oh, this wasn't the
years.
first.
So you're
Yeah,
like a
I mean,
deer,
this was
wobbly.
like a tendon though. It wasn't my bone.
Yeah.
The other ones have been bone. They're like, if you break your ankle again, you know, we're gonna have to break it.
Yeesh. Is it always been the same ankle or both?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's that right one, man. It's just
You
in the
just need to
way.
let it go. Just
They should have, just cut it off.
no, you had a good run with it. Well,
Wow.
oh, wobble with it.
I had a
You know, like that
wonky,
song
more
from
of a
a
wonky wobble. It wasn't
Yeah.
The
Weebles
pimp,
wobble.
The pimp limp. That'd be sick.
Okay,
Never heard of a pimp?
I've never heard that.
Well,
the pimp limp.
yeah.
Like
Pimp?
Like,
Oh yeah. It's like
No,
it's like
the
Terror
Fat
Squad.
Joe lean with it, rock with it.
Lean back.
Oh, that's what. It was.
Lean back.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
People will be leaning a lot. Why was that like a status symbol? Leaning.
Dude,
I
it
think
looked
was more
good
of
in
a
the
drug
club,
thing,
bro.
Right?
It looked good in the club.
Was it not a drug thing?
Like lean
Is
with
it
it,
not a
rock
drug
with
thing?
it, fella.
It is a
don't
drug
stop with
thing,
it.
but
Oh,
like
no,
the
I don't know
All my
about-
ladies in it.
Yeah, well.
And then you got lean with it.
I think it's
lean
more
back.
Just like
Lean back.
emotion.
Lean back. Yeah, it makes you look like a boss in the club, dude.
When
You
you
got
lean?
all your homies with you,
Just
and you
three
just
white
doing
people
this.
trying to break down things we don't know.
Just
Yeah,
like
we're
this.
just like, no,
a
yeah,
bunch
that
of
makes
idiots.
sense.
What
Yeah,
does
no.
lean with it mean?
Yeah.
How
Why-
to
why do
how
we
to
lean with it?
lean?
Yeah, and
How
then
to
how did
even lean?
promethazine be
Well, that's-
renamed lean?
Well, because you lean, because you're so fucked up.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Because you be leaning.
Yeah, but why isn't it just called zine?
leaning.
I don't know, but
The zine lean? You're welcome.
you just cause you can't fight it. It just is. You just lean.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, come on
Lean.
now.
And it sounds better than nod.
Wow. Shout out to Nod.
But shout out to nod.
Sounds better than
No,
Nod. Wow, she
not
took
you,
a
Nod,
shot,
not you,
bro.
different nod.
She goes, well, you know my friend? Better than his name.
Oof.
No, his is cool and it's spelled cool.
Word. I'm just going to start calling him Lean. It's better than your name.
He doesn't listen to this episode.
Better
He
than
doesn't
you.
understand any of this
He's
joke.
like, you
He's
just
like,
start
"What the
calling him that,
fuck?"
and he's like, what is up with
You
people
didn't watch that
changing my
episode?
name? Yeah, bro.
Everybody's calling him lean now. If you see Nod out in public, call him lean and just see what happens. That's all.
He's going to be like, thank you. I've been working out, dude.
Yeah,
I'm glad
what's
y'all
up,
know
dog?
this, bro.
Yeah, eat clean, bro.
Yeah.
I got that Pride shirt of his. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty
I like
sick.
his
yeah.
merch line. Like, we had a lot of ideas. I don't know if that was on the podcast when we talked about it, but like
Shit.
doing
The
like,
one he was on.
yeah, well, he's been on too,
Yeah.
but I mean, he's been over here a lot.
Oh, true.
But like doing like a mix, like our logo inside his logo.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Like a
cool.
collab.
Yeah,
deal.
because you know how he just does the letters colored,
Mm-hmm.
like doing that with like a print of ours or something.
So
Hey.
that's y'all's.
Yeah, the whole thing,
That is it.
all of it.
All the dots.
Yeah,
All the dots included.
our main logo is the
Who
one of us
designed it?
kissing. Vic in Pets is because he works with me.
yeah.
Oh.
Damn, what is his?
His what?
What is his last name?
Oh, I
What is
don't- I
Vic's
could
last name?
not
I want to give him credit. I feel bad now.
Damn.
He did our
But it's
both
like
of them.
it's
Yeah, both of the kissing logo and that.
that's cool.
Yeah.
He just goes by Vic online as well.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I've never seen his last name anywhere. Like not even
Maybe
once.
he wants to be like sort of anonymous, slightly ambiguous. Like leave him some.
I know
mystery.
his Instagram
Also,
handle.
what shirt is that? Because I feel like I've
That one?
seen that
This
brand. What is that?
and God we must. So this is like all
That
his
crazy
designs. Like he made a bunch of stickers, and it's like everything he hand did. But yeah, like we had an idea for a thing. We had his buddy try it out. Didn't work. And then I was like, dude, I'll talk to my buddy because he will spend his whole entire lunch break like drawing things.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. And he'll do things like remaking the Nike symbol with like an
Yeah.
alligator skin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He's like super talented. I don't know if his name's on the back of any of those. You're more than welcome to have some.
Oh, for sure.
Like we've
I
stickered
have a
like
sticker collection.
word. Take
I
some.
also want to get this tattooed.
Oh, dude, do it. Vic would be like through the roof.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, crazy
I
royal.
literally just told myself yesterday, like, I'm not gonna get a tattoo until my birthday.
Word, Mike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, you're good.
Oh.
I mean,
But here we are.
yeah, and you're turning. Do you want to say how old you're turning or?
I'm turning 30.
Ooh.
And I'm stoked.
Yeah, dude. Hey, 30.
My 20s sucked, honestly.
Dude, hey, I'm gonna tell you.
It sucked.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm 31. 30 suck, dude. Like maybe you have a better experience because you understand life better, but like.
Were your 20s, Gary? Okay-ish? Because mine have just been mostly a blur.
Nah, dude.
Okay, cool.
I mean, like I saw them crystal clear and how great they were.
That's cool. Honestly, I don't have a crystal clear picture of how terrible my 20s were, which is probably
Not bad.
I'm thankful
Yeah.
for that because there's some things you don't need to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only speaking strictly physically. There's things that shouldn't hurt that I'm like,
I'm talking
where
like-
were you last night? Why does that hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, so
You
you're
were
like,
in bed
like
with
in
me.
Pain.
Yeah.
Like no, like
Mentally, I'm sure it'll get better. Eventually.
At some
it's-
point,
it's-
we'll be in a better place.
Maybe.
When? No idea.
I mean, statistically speaking.
It can't
I
get
mean,
worse.
I built a career on hoping that I'm helping people make
Yes.
their lives better. So it's like I know it's gonna get better, right?
Right, so we're hoping you rub off on us.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
That is why we're here.
Yeah.
Be
We're
better.
baiting you with stickers.
Be better.
Be better.
Yeah. Make us
Be
better.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every
Was
time,
that it?
every time I leave a session with my kids, I say, "Have a good day. Be safe. Do better. Make good decisions."
Yeah.
Dude, the doing better
Just gotta make
thing
better
is what
decisions.
messes
better.
with people because they're so comfortable making the same choices.
Well,
Or at
and,
least from
like,
my experience, like comfort
Yeah.
is big. So if making a better decision is uncomfortable, it's hard to make the better decision because you're like, well, I'm so used to
Yeah.
this.
Well, people
It's the
understood
change
why
part.
they were uncomfortable. They
Yeah.
would be able to like.
That was
I'm
coming
just
in
gonna.
hot, dude.
My bad. I wasn't trying to take you
Knock
out.
her teeth out. She's like, no, it's cool, but
If people
Glasses
understood
are-
why they were uncomfortable,
Glasses
then you
are
could
fine.
like therapy. It's kind of inherently shameful because you're going in there and you're like, hey, I got all this shit that's wrong, and I
Yeah.
need someone that doesn't know anything about me to look at me from a different perspective. And like, I'm a social worker, so like, I'm not a psychologist or LMHC. Like,
damn, we
I'm-
didn't even introduce your name or anything. Katie Hicks.
I'm Katie.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, guys.
We just started
We went
talking.
straight into it.
My bad. Yeah, so you're a social worker.
Yeah, I'm a clinical social worker, so I'm a therapist.
Okay.
And I believe that everyone's motivation for change is already within them. Like, I don't tell people what to do or like really even offer suggestions. I mean, at some point you do, especially with kids, but like, you kind of guide conversations that people can answer their own questions.
Yeah.
And pull from their own experiences to like put together these puzzles. Like, with trauma, like I tell my kids, like, they don't understand trauma. If they have PTSD, they don't understand like why they're triggered by certain things. So you're like, okay, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this is your brain. Like, before trauma, everything kind of made more sense, and then something happened, and trauma doesn't make sense. It's irrational, and so your brain is always trying to process it, but you can't process something as rational or logical that isn't, like, when you're done harm. So like, your brain's like it's not putting things together.
I have a good question about this. So, my sister told me something that happened to me that I wasn't aware of.
Okay.
Still, her telling it to me now, I'm like, surely that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like something serious, and I was like, I think I would have picked up on that by now. I'm old enough to know that I can look back or
Right.
try it, but I have no memory of this.
I mean, not always. You can you really can repress things.
And like, but like,
Because you think
how do you unrepress it? Like, will I ever be able to know that happened?
I'm
In
not
real life,
that skilled as a clinician. That's like some
deep level,
light.
Area 51 stuff.
I'm about to botch this, and I'm gonna
Okay.
totally not feel like a clinician and botch it. It's EMDR or EDMR. I'm mixing them all up because of EDM, whatever.
Yeah.
EMDR, EDMR. I don't know. You should probably Google it because I'm like here talking like, yes, I'm a therapist, but I don't know this therapeutic approach.
No, you're
Anyway,
fine.
it's the light therapy, and you're like talking about trauma while the lights are blinking, and it's like I would never do it personally. It's not. It helps a lot of people.
It's like Clockwork Orange type stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Or it's
but it's
supposed
to.
No, actually, yes.
It's supposed to like open up some of those pathways.
It's for serious trauma. I mean, I've had a lot of trauma happen to me. That's not, but I remember it.
Yeah.
So it's not anything that.
So
and it's not necessarily for memory either. Like, even just trying to deal with your triggers and your trauma, it's supposed to desensitize you.
Okay.
It's supposed to desensitize you to that.
I have to go unlock the door again.
Oh, I hit the double lock.
back.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Habit.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
But yeah, that's not anything I do. I'm not qualified. That's like an incredible amount of training. Obviously, I don't even have enough knowledge on it as.
So that's supposed to help with, like you said, like kind of triggering stuff. Is there anything really like an approach that's supposed to, like he was talking about, like open up passageways maybe to kind of like start to remember that kind of stuff, or is that not really a thing? Or is that more like, I feel like a lot of people see that in like
Hollywood.
Yeah.
I feel like that's very Hollywood. Like, oh, you don't remember literally a single thing about a traumatic event that happened to you. We're gonna dig it out of you by some weird, I don't know. But I don't know. That's not my area of expertise, so I can't speak. Like, there are things that people, like, repress deep into their memories and they don't remember it and it still affects their behavior. Like, I have a really bad habit. It's not even a habit. It's just, like, I took the door off my bathroom at my house I just moved into because I pee with the door open. And I've never understood why I just do it. I've did it my whole life growing up, at my house, my parents' house, anywhere I've lived. Like, I had a friend recently, she was like, hey, when her fiance's around, she's like, can you pee with the door closed? Like, I'm not, like, she's like, she can't see anything, and it's not anything, like, she's like, and I'm like, she was like, I know it's not anything like that, and I was like, dude, I don't even realize I do it. Absolutely, I can pee with the door shut in front of your, like, significant other. That's not a lot to ask.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, you don't remember being locked in the bathroom? And I was like, no. She was like, yeah, your sister and I think it was my other, she's kind of like my sister. Anyway, one of her friends locked me in the bathroom when I was like 2, trying to teach me to unlock the door. Or maybe I was 3, I don't know. But I couldn't get out of the freaking bathroom. And I was losing my shit. My mom was losing her shit. She was like, I don't know, something could happen to you. Yeah. And it really freaked me out. And she was like, you just kind of peed with the door open ever since. And I was like, I don't really remember that. I mean, I vaguely remember it because I remember the wallpaper and the door not being painted yet. But I don't really remember. And I just kind of remember chilling in the bathroom and, like, not being able to get out. But I don't remember it, like, I don't know.
It's not like freaking you out to the point. It just happened.
Yeah, right? I mean, it probably freaked me out then, obviously, if I, like, made a habit out of, you know, with the door open everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Which is stupid, but.
See, I always wonder, like, whenever people want to get, like, say, like, I know something happened to me. And, like, say I wanted to find out, like...
You could, like, do hypnotherapy.
So say you open the door and your mind realizes, hey, this is what happened and we're now telling your consciousness. Like, will you ever be able to shut that door? Or will that now be something you have to deal with?
It's kind of like...
You know?
You know what happened to you and it hasn't affected you negatively, so why make yourself, like, a victim?
That's what I'm saying. Like my sister told me...
I mean, unless it's bothering you...
It doesn't bother me because
if it does bother you, you could still just address it in therapy and not necessarily try to uncover it. Like,
well, I don't have any effects of it. Like, I only bring it up because, like, you specialize in that type of, like, thing, right? And,
yeah, to an extent.
Yeah. Or you deal with those things, right?
Yeah.
And, like, she told me, and it has to do with, like, the most important person in your life when you're growing up, and knowing it doesn't make me think any different. Because it's not on me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, you're not experiencing it as a memory.
Yeah,
you're experiencing it as a story that someone told you. So like, it's not your experience.
Like, secondhand, and I'm like, oh, that's wild.
I mean, I've been assaulted before, and I only remember the very last portion of it, and I have no desire to try to think hard about it. And I have, like in the years after it, I was just like, oh, like, trying to piece it together so bad.
Yeah.
Because there's, like, obviously super gaps in my memory I was still using at the time. And then I'm like, I remember a very slight portion of it. It was the last maybe 20 seconds of it and getting pulled out of where I was by someone else who saw it going on. And that's all I remember. That's all I really need to remember because it was the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
you don't need to uncover every bad thing. There's already so much terrible things.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, and like when she told me, like, I was just like, okay, what do you want me to do with that? And she was like, well, I just thought you would want to know. And I'm like,
Well, now
I-
now it's like making you think about it, and like
Yeah,
now
but-
it's
No,
like,
you don't
oh, what the
remember.
fuck?
But even
Yeah,
but even then, I was just like, I'm good. Like,
yeah.
I don't need to address it. It
I feel
happened.
like
We're fine now.
So I feel like in my head, if I was in your position, it would make me like low key go crazy. I think just by hearing that as a story, I'd be
I
like,
don't know.
"What the fuck?"
I'm
I'd be like,
so dumb
freaking
as
out.
shit. So it doesn't like.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like
Simple.
get shirts made. I'm like, dude, got to get better at this
Yeah,
knee
yeah.
cut pass.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
like. Oh,
You're not
fuck! What
thinking
time do I
about-
work today?
Yeah.
I'm not like, yo, that thing. You know, remember
Still there. You know?
Yeah. Hey, it's me.
Yeah.
Your
Don't
trauma
forget,
that you
yeah.
never knew about.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, man, I don't know you, dude. I'm leaving you.
Yeah. Nah, you
Later.
Well, I mean, and trauma is subjective because what is traumatic for someone
Yeah.
is not going to be traumatic for the next person. I mean, there are some things that it's like, okay, if that didn't really mess with you and you're desensitized, like that's concerning.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some people just aren't.
One of the heaviest quotes I've ever heard is like, it's not even really a quote, but it's just like, it's crazy what people get used to.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can get
Straight
used to
up,
living
dude.
$100 million lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Or the exact opposite. You could get used to just like growing up in a dirt hut and like all you do is like scavenger for bugs and like that's your life.
I wish I wouldn't have said that name, but it's whatever. You can like bleep that out, huh?
You didn't say a
Yeah.
name.
Yes, I did.
Word? I didn't hear a name.
You can bleep it out. It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. We can
Um,
bleep.
Anyways, I used
We
to
can
work
make
at
a
this
bleep happen.
place.
She says it again. She's like,
Very clearly.
It's this place in case you want to know. I worked for this place and I was supposed to be a clinician to people who are chronically homeless or had been experiencing chronic homelessness. I'm talking like 40, 50 years of homelessness and ended up in like Fort Walton Beach, Destin, Oakland County area. Or maybe have just been there for 40, 50 years. And they would get housing under this grant, and we would. It quickly went from zero therapy to basically like a mover, case management, taking them to the bank, taking them to like
wow.
the complete.
You're like dealing with them 24/7.
Oh yeah, I mean like
Yeah.
we're hanging out, we're listening to like the radio and like taking them to the doctor's appointments and like going to the bank, Dollar Tree, the grocery store, like, and we would cover most of their rent. And so they came up, it was usually like a very small portion of their Social Security that they would get, that they would put towards the rent and bills and shit. But, you know, you're putting people who've been used to being on the streets for years and years, decades longer than I've been alive, in a house. They don't want to hang out in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not at all. Like,
It's
I
like
go to, like,
uncomfortable.
draw, like, hey, I'm coming by, see what's up, you know, do a visit. Oh, I'm on the fucking road or, like, 3 miles away in some spot. And I'm like,
Why?
okay,
then it's
well,
like-
can I come
It's their
get it?
behavior. It's
Yeah.
what they're
It's
used
just
to.
what
It's-
that's where
yeah.
her friends were. That's where all their friends were. What they did, that's what they knew. That's how they survived. It's just like, yeah, I sleep here in this house. But even that was just so odd for them to, like, get accustomed to. And they would just go hang out on the streets still during the day. Because it's like,
It's their lifestyle.
once you're used to
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
that's just what it is.
Yeah.
It's like wild, dude. Like I'll watch. Like my mom has issues collecting things and never giving them up, right? So I'll like watch episodes of Hoarders and be like, "Bro, that behavior is exactly the same." One episode we saw a lady where she would poop and pee without getting off the couch, and she would like cup them.
What do you mean?
Like
What do you mean, like shit her pants?
no, like she would shit into a cup. Like if that was the couch you're on, she would just roll her ass this way, shit into a cup, put a top on it, and just set it over here because she just did never get up.
wow.
And they asked the daughter or the granddaughter because like she was embarrassed to live, but she had to live with her because I guess
You
her
take care
mom
of
went
her.
away. Yeah, and she's like, "You pee in these cups and things," and she would be like, "I do." And she's like, "Well, why? Like we have a bathroom here, but it was so piled up that it's like literally
I mean, you
like
would,
there's a
like, I feel
pathway
like
from me to
get
her."
sick.
Yeah,
Right. You
From
would
the
think
poop.
from just
Yeah.
being there.
dude, it was wild, bro.
That's
There's been some
crazy.
Hoarders where they're like pulling out like 30
I have
dead
a coworker
cats.
who watches Hoarders, like, on her break and
Dude,
stuff.
she
and
probably
I'm
knows
like,
this exact
This is what
can't.
you want to do on your break?
I can't.
Yeah.
What are you going to do on your break?
Dude,
That
and-
stuff's scary. Like I like
Like,
watching that
it
kind of
gives me
stuff. It's,
anxiety.
yeah.
You
it
talking
freaks
about the
me out.
glass
Because, I mean,
falling
it's
on
a
your
clinical
leg?
disorder.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah.
It's concerning and it stresses me out.
Do you find that like being in the field that you're in, that you see people with problems and you're like, I want to help?
No.
Like,
what do you mean?
Like, is there people
like
that are
outside of work?
Yeah, like,
I mean, people trauma dump on me all the damn time, but I've opened that door because I share things on social media. So like, if you've ever done that, I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, like, it's honestly why I've stopped talking a lot on social media in the last year. Like, my first year of recovery, I was like sharing a lot about it. It was very therapeutic. It was helpful. Then someone made a comment about me sharing it for clout and attention. And
you're like, no, this is the experience I'm having.
I had to really work through some feelings about wanting to run up on her at the fucking Sugar Bowl.
Wow.
And so I was just like, you know what? I've come a long way, and I'm not going to get high about this, and I'm not going to be angry about this. I'm not going to fucking whatever. It was really hurtful because I really put myself out there, and not for once for attention. It's not that it's good attention or bad attention. It's just like, I work in a field where if the wrong person saw that I was using drugs or that I shared about a relapse, or it puts my license at stake, like, people can report me. People in the past, after I graduated undergrad, have blacklisted me at an agency because I had a relationship with her boyfriend. Like, it's real. So it's like, okay, well, you just kind of sucked the good out of that for me, which I know gives people power, but it's whatever. And so I didn't share about it as much. And I didn't really find it as more therapeutic, maybe because that was in the back of my head. Like, holy shit, do people think I'm doing this for attention? Like, I don't want that. So I kind of took it off. But everything's still on there. You know, I just haven't been sharing as consistently or anything about it. And I don't think I find it therapeutic anymore. And I think that's fine because things work for a while and in a season. And people also say things that are hurtful and
they pass.
Yeah.
They pass. You overreact. And, like, I look back and I'm like, I can't believe I was literally that angry that I was like, I'm going to find this girl and fucking...
Now, have you since that kind of stuff? Have you found another like way of therapeutically like releasing any of that kind of stuff or talking about it or anything like that? Have you found like another way to do that, or has it just kind of been dumped after that whole thing?
It kind of feels like it's been dumped.
Yeah.
I have a job that I love, and I have a boss that's super sick, and so I feel like a lot of my stress also came, and a lot of my like using even came from like stress at work or not having good work environments or being in work environments where you're like, holy shit, this is all reportable. I have to get out of here. Like, that's really stressful to come and go from facilities like that where you're like, I don't want my name on this paperwork or these facilities. Like, I don't put certain things on my resume. Like, I'll disclose it, but it's not going on my resume.
Yeah.
And so that it's not really a part of my stress anymore. So I think of the need for like this like super therapeutic. I mean, I still have I do art. I don't hang out with certain people. I don't have I guess I don't really have another therapeutic means. I do a lot of art. I'm in a better place than I was.
Yeah.
Even a year ago in recovery now, I'm in a better place financially. Like, I live in a 3-bedroom house by myself. You know, I have like my spaces that are mine that people can't invade, that are my office and my art room. And I think having that is
so
helpful.
valuable.
Oh my gosh,
so valuable.
This is a question I've always wondered. Does a therapist have a therapist?
Absolutely. I should absolutely be in therapy. I should.
Oh, but you don't.
No, but I should. I'm not even because of work, but because I have my own shit.
That's what I've always wondered.
Dude, it's like
it's helping people. Therapy.
Like, it's hearing from people.
It's kind of deflecting if that's what you're using your therapist like role as. Like, oh, I'm not going to deal with my problems. I'm just going to help other people. Like, that's super unhealthy.
Yeah,
or
that's what I was.
I mean is like, can you work through your problems if like when you're helping somebody, you're like, in your mind, you hear their problem and you're like, oh, I'm kind of dealing with the same thing, but on a different level or maybe a different situation. Does it help you helping them help through your situation, right?
So, yeah, I know what you're saying.
So, yeah, actually, that's actually like a part of like learning to be a therapist is learning that like you do have certain bias for certain things. Like, I mean, I've had clients in the past who, you know, maybe have been assaulted or beat up for saying certain offensive things, and it's like, it's really hard for me to help you. That's not bullying. Yeah. You know, like I don't know what to do with that, but I still have to
Right.
like address it from their perspective because that's my client.
Yeah.
Right.
So there are like, and I am supposed to check my bias. Like if I have an issue with something a kid, I mean, I have clients now who have homicide charges, rape charges, assault charges, kidnapping.
Is there ever a situation
robbery,
where you can't deal with a client and you pass them off to a different therapist maybe?
No, I haven't had that issue yet. I mean, I've had to like...
Or is that a possibility?
Oh, yeah.
Word.
I mean, you do your best to not terminate with a client. You try to work through whatever it is because you don't want to just be someone else that just was like, no, and that's just not therapeutic or ethical to just be like, I don't agree with you. But if at some point your values are conflicting and you've gone to supervision and you've tried to work it out, in certain things you would address it with a client. Like if you had some sort of like outside dual relationship, like if your husband worked with their husband or something, you would address that with them and say like, hey, how do you feel about this? If they're cool with it, cool, whatever. But like values wise, you try to like leave that shit at the door or address it with a supervisor. And if you can't, you know, I have never had that issue though. Like I've deal with people who I don't agree with all damn day.
Have you ever had somebody sit right down with you and was like, listen, I fucking hate you, bitch? Or like something crazy right off rip?
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
Why?
I've had a kid at work who sits down and is like, this shit doesn't work. And I'm like, okay. Well, what didn't work? What didn't work last time with whoever you're talking about? Because it wasn't me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but my last therapist was a fucking bitch. Is that going to be you too? I'm like,
yikes.
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I hope to not be.
Locks the door.
I'm not going to be. No, that's not really how I roll. Like, I'm like, nah. Like,
nah, we cool,
ended up
player.
developing a great therapeutic relationship with the kid. They were a great kid.
You should have been like, well, my
ended
last
up actually
kid was
doing
a
so well. They didn't even
fucking-
need mental health anymore. Like, the things they needed, their needs ended up being met, and they didn't have to enroll in mental health services anymore. So it was like a win. Like,
and is there different ways to handle a kid? Like if he sits down like that or she sits down like that, are you supposed to be like, well, my last kid was an asshole? Are you going to be like that too?
No, I don't do that. No.
I mean,
there are really confrontational therapists.
Is that like a method, like where you meet them where they meet you and then that
That's
like
exactly
settles them
what
down?
I do is you meet them where they're at.
Word.
Always. I'm never going to like have a kid cussing me out and be like, I'm not going to cuss a kid out.
Word.
I'm going to see that as like, okay, you're somewhere and I'm not going to meet you there. Like meeting them there would be like, try to be the balance in that.
Right.
Like I'm not like gonna get in a yelling match with a kid. I'll just be like, all right. I've ended groups before because they were just impossible to redirect, or they weren't paying attention, or they were just being completely inappropriate in the things they were talking about. So I'll just be like, all right, we're done. Everybody go back to their mod, and they're like, oh no, what his name is Katie, and I'm like, I don't care.
What is the
Try again
age
next
group
week.
that you deal with, or is there a
Well, in the state
limit?
of Florida, you can arrest children as young as 7.
Wow.
So potentially 7 to, we've had 19, 20-year-olds if you come in on but 7 to 18.
So you don't
but
deal
the
with,
youngest I've had is 10 this year.
So you don't deal with our ages.
No, but I have, and
What's harder?
Really? I would feel like kids are harder.
the kids
I
are
feel like
challenging
that-
just because they don't
'Cause they're,
know
like-
who they are yet.
Yeah,
I mean, they do.
exactly.
They do. Kids know who they are and what they want. They just don't. They're still navigating. Their brains aren't formed, and so to me, they are. I'm not saying adult offenders are not redeemable because I don't believe that at all. But the kids are easier to intervene because their brains aren't formed and they're kids.
It's
The
easier.
adults, I never want to work with adult male offenders ever again.
Word. Question. Now that you went that hard, how would you therapy us?
How would you?
Do you feel or see any problems? Is what I'm getting
That's
at.
not how that works. You seem like nothing really bothers
Do
you.
you see
Really?
any problem?
Like I'm just trying to
He's
fix.
yeah. Why
But
are you
like
pointing at me,
you can
man?
also give me some.
What are you
but
saying?
just
I've got
really. You know
Hey,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Yo, we'd have to do a whole biopsych social.
You don't you're not like a
mind reader, no.
like a mind reader or the people at the circuits where they're like 130 pounds.
No.
Yeah.
You're not like that where you can be like, you have daddy issues.
No.
No? Damn,
No.
I was hoping you could like
I think that's how it
spot
works,
something
man.
right on him.
that's
She's
how it
checking you out now though.
Oh
I just saw her go like this, like
Yeah, well, no, I felt it. No, I felt it
No,
for
I
sure.
felt the
She
heat.
said,
She said,
I'm not a what
something is off on him though.
a medium or anything like that. Like I can't tell you what's gonna happen to you in like 72 hours, or you're gonna meet the love of your life, but her name's gonna be G, and you're not gonna know when or where. You're gonna be like, I can't tell you anything.
You said
I hope
G.
all of that happens.
Yeah, right.
I hope.
I'd be like, I'd text you, be like, okay, so here's the thing.
Okay, so you are dead on.
Her name
How did you know?
With a G, but it's silent.
Yeah. Lasagna.
It does, by the way.
Yeah.
Lasagna doesn't start with a G.
Yeah, but it has a silent one.
I'm trying to think of a name that starts with a G that the G is silent.
G-Unit? No, that's real hard.
That's
right at the
very hard.
beginning.
G.
Do you know what silent G means?
No, yeah, but you have problems, and I'm just trying to address.
Yeah, you'd have to go to someone who doesn't know you.
Yeah.
And I don't do private practice. I never will ever. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you're just.
There.
You know,
Well,
like,
anyway,
why are
what do
you
you think's
trying?
wrong with
I was
him?
about to say, like, what are you trying to say?
I mean, that
bro?
only has 10 hours of memory. So, and this is plugged into the wall. So, how long you want to go? Okay.
I don't think I have any real hardcore issues, man.
That's
Word.
good.
I think
Everything is redeemable. What does that mean?
What have your ex-girlfriends said about you?
Wow.
What have they said about me?
You guys, so you're like, hold on.
I mean, I still talk to quite a few of them.
So
I think
you
they're.
probably don't have anything wrong with you.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
mean,
Well, don't say
Like
that.
I don't know.
Like
He's
we
alive.
still talk. You know, like we still talk.
no, like
Or,
I
like,
like
no,
I still
good
have.
relationships. They all ended fine.
No, that's not true. No,
Okay.
that's not
This
true.
has turned on you.
Yeah, like I don't know when this started. But cool. No, I mean, I think I don't know. It's good stuff, I guess.
No, he's
just-
honestly
So like
not
no questionable.
terrible.
Like oh yeah, he's a fucking liar. He has problems cheating. Like these
No.
are things you would want to like address in therapy. But if you don't got anything wrong with you,
No, just like physical problems.
Oh yeah, that's not.
like,
You could do a physical.
his jaw locks
a
and
physical
knocks real hard.
therapist,
Yeah, that's what you need.
which is
A
not
physical
me.
therapist for my jaw.
Maybe you can make it bigger so it doesn't.
Your
But
jaw
then my
locks?
tongue.
And
I
you're
ha- it
fighting
locks?
now?
I have.
I mean, he's getting beat up.
TMJ.
I don't know about fighting. He looks like he's fighting for something.
Dude.
You TMJ your jaw like just straight up like.
It comes out, yeah. I wake up in the morning and my jaw just is out of place sometimes. It's
What?
pretty sick.
You
If
should
you
hear
if
him
you hear
eat.
me, yeah, if
How
you
do
hear
you
me,
eat?
if you hear me chew, my
Bro,
jaw
it's
just
crazy.
That was
crazy
probably so
constantly.
loud and
He
annoying.
eats like this.
Yeah, no, it
That's
I think
clicks
him
back
too.
my
hardcore.
jaw,
Yeah,
but like, and yeah, oh.
that's what.
Yeah,
That's
it's
not
just-
even loud.
Yeah.
When he's eating, it's like somebody's knocking
Now,
on the
yeah,
door.
like when it gets real bad, like when I get real stressed
Knocking
out
on
and
the
go to
door.
bed,
Yeah.
when I get real stressed out and go to bed, I wake up the next morning and I can't talk for like 20 minutes because my jaw's popped out.
It's a nice 20 minutes.
Bro, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta fix that.
No.
Yeah.
We're talking to you, dude.
Yeah.
That's as far as
This
we've
is
gone
what-
into
She
fixing
said,
it.
hold on now.
I'm
She
of
goes,
the
"No."
mind.
Fix his
Yeah.
mind,
I'm the
bro.
things you can't see or hear
Ma-
or feel. Well, that's
Maybe
not true,
if you
but
fix his mind, he'll believe it doesn't knock and it won't anymore.
that's just a placebo.
Maybe your
effect.
tongue will get longer because you believe it can
My
be.
tongue
No,
is
your
long.
tongue will
My
get longer when
tongue
you go
is
to the
long.
doctor
My
and say,
tongue
"Hey,
is
clip my
longer.
tongue."
Wow, she is really shooting down all my theories.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
your tongue is just there, bro.
yeah.
You're a dreamer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm a
End of
doer.
quote.
I'll take it.
I'm a doer.
Yeah. Yeah, we
You
dream.
dream
dude.
about it.
We
We're
dream.
gonna do it. Get the tongue cut.
Get the tongue cut. I don't know if
We're gonna
Get the
start a
jaw
GoFundMe.
locked in place
We gotta figure.
somehow.
Yeah, the jaw thing. I gotta figure
You
out.
got
I gotta figure out what the hell's
Do you
going
know
on
what
with
Giga Chad looks like?
What?
Giga Chad. It's like a meme where the dude is like super ripped and his jaw is like this big. It's like way out here. It's
No.
like a drawing. It's a fake
No.
person. It doesn't exist.
Show me.
You're like anti Giga Chad. You're like mini Chad.
I mean, you don't have like an inverted chin.
Whoa.
Yeah,
It's just
what?
like normal.
She said
It's just a normal
well,
chin,
You have a
right?
normal
It's
face.
just like a
You have a
regular
normal
face.
face.
It's just like a regular face, right?
You just look like everybody
I
else
just
out
look like
there.
okay,
you
you
are
know?
nothing special.
Just a regular.
Hey,
just
you
a-
think that-
imagine
normal,
a person?
Normal,
Yo,
you never
that's it.
remember.
You think that about his face. Put your face close to my face. Just watch. See how small his face is?
He's a tinier human.
Wow!
Fuck you, dude.
She said it, not
Yes,
me.
I'm
Like
smaller.
you're smaller though. But
I
like,
am a
if
small-
Your head
now-
if your head was as big as his on your body, that would be
That would be
abnormal.
weird. Now, but is my presence gigantic? My presence is gigantic.
It's
It's bigger than his.
astronomical.
It's huge.
It's loud. It's
Okay, you've
intense.
never seen this fake image that's going around?
That's an NFT. You can't have that, dude. What the
Well,
fuck are you doing?
That is
I'm rich.
terrifying and-
I'm rich.
No, I've never seen that.
But you see the opposite going on here, right?
He just has a really...
Everybody Google
he
Giga
looks
No, I
like
just see like that's
Hercules.
where you would have started here and
The
Photoshop
opposite.
to that.
Yeah. No.
You should Photoshop him
Over
though.
that. make
put a chin on you.
You should Photoshop his face
Bro,
as that is photoshopped.
If
That's an
if
NFT.
my jaw
That's
was
an
that
NFT.
big, my
I have
tongue
to
would
pee.
not go out of my mouth.
You can go pee.
Yeah, you're
we
good.
talk. We can.
We
just
will
go.
figure it out. If my jaw was
Just
that
don't hit
big
the
though,
camera.
I just don't know where the bathroom is.
The bathroom is like
Oh, yeah.
if you go that way.
turn
The
right,
one with the toilet, but like close the
turn
door.
right, and then left.
but close the door, right? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude. Like you're like baby.
But
Chad,
here's the
little
thing, though: is
Chad.
if my jaw was that big, my tongue would not go out of my mouth.
Holy fuck, maybe this is a real person. Like some of these look
Wait a minute.
too real.
Why is hold on?
Google it?
No. Wait, why does he have a 14 pack? By the way. Nah, dude.
How did we
That's
Google
fake,
and
bro.
Cam's picture came up on GigaChat? His abs have abs. Look at his abs, bro.
I'm trying to.
His
I'm about to
abs are
look at
halved.
him.
So they're like instead of an 8-pack, it's like a 24-pack because each ab is halved.
No, dude, this looks. Hey, man.
Wow, no, that's Cam.
That's
Look at
a
that
real
one.
dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's Cam. Well,
Nah, yeah,
yeah,
Hey, man, what's going on here, bro?
yeah. If Cam was just a little bit taller, if he was just a little bit taller than I was, I think he would look fucking. I think he would look really good. But he's just so much shorter than me. You know what I'm saying? Cam. You know?
Which Cam you talking about?
Cam Reed.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I,
just
I
if he
have
had
noticed. You know what you sent me? That was a live photo.
Yeah.
You know that, right? So
Yeah.
when you play it, you can see him stand on his tippy toes trying
Yeah,
to be bigger than you.
100%. Now,
and
it's
I saw
weird-
you. I saw you lean down. Like
Yeah.
I know
Well,
out of
and
respect,
it's
you're
hard-
like it's his gym.
It's hard to tell because
You
I'm
know-
pretty sure the guy who's taking it cut us off like ankle
Yeah, you
down or
can't
whatever.
see it.
He was standing on like a shoebox kind of thing.
And he did the tippy toe.
So he did tippy toes and the shoebox.
Cam,
And
you're a dirty
I
motherfucker, bro.
was kind of leaned back a little bit just to make it look a little bit more even. It was kind of hard to sell in that picture, but
Look, I was just talking shit about you to her. You're a good guy.
hey, no, choke more while you're trying to say good things about me. No, say
I'm
more
sorry.
good
It's
things.
hard for me to lie live like this.
I gotta lie. I'm really impressed.
Yeah. No, but yeah, like you're a good guy because like to make a man look and feel
Yeah.
big in his own gym.
I don't know if you also saw too. I before I sent you that picture. So I have this new app that I can still edit the photos, but send them as live photos. So it'll add
word.
the edits to the videos. So in that edit, I made my
Smaller.
biceps smaller.
I noticed.
Yeah, and I cut
said,
his.
hold on.
I cut his V.
You
down
can-
a little bit
you
more.
can almost see the digital impression of you cutting it.
Right. Yeah.
They're not perfect.
I don't know
abs.
if you can tell. Yeah.
The abs are still working themselves
behind
out.
behind where my
You
bicep
can
was.
see. You can see the image blurred
You can
a little
see
bit.
where it
because
used-
It's
Right, and
little
you
skewed.
can't make something that isn't there,
Yeah,
so
no.
it tried to fill in behind, but
Well, we can tell. And
Yeah.
Cam, you're not hiding behind nobody. You know what I'm saying? He was trying.
he tried. I mean, he tried.
It's okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
This just big guy thinks he's bigger than he is, and
Yeah, it's fine.
Hilton had to put him in his place.
Just let him know a little bit.
yeah.
It's fine.
She's still checking you out.
Yeah,
Trying to
no,
figure
I
out
know.
what's
Sure.
wrong.
What's wrong with this
What's
guy?
who is he?
Yeah, why is he so fucked up?
So when y'all were like,
Fuck.
going to be on the podcast, I was like, what's wrong with them? Why?
Yeah, why not though?
I don't know. And then I was like, why not?
exactly?
Yeah, dude, like so many people are like, no.
No, I mean, like, why would y'all want? Why did you want? Like, why
Big-
would they want me? Like, I don't do anything. I just post on Instagram.
Well, one because of like what you specialize in. Like, for example, I deal with anxiety. You probably can't read that like well on the podcast because we're fucking.
no, y'all
Yeah,
chill.
we're silly
But it's
geese.
because look, this is our comfort zone
Yeah.
or my
This
comfort
is
zone.
where
We're in.
yeah. This is where things are Like this is where things
Yeah.
are good. Like this is a safe space.
Everything in
Safe
here
space.
is created like
Yeah.
to suit us.
Yeah.
So like
makes it very easy to be happy. In
yeah,
this
so I
area.
feel like on the podcast we come off very comfortable. He's definitely way more comfortable, period. And I'm way less, even though like you would think I would be more okay. Like I can defend myself, so it's not like a fear for like my safety like that. I fear for like stabbings, like being shot.
Well,
You're doing anxiety related?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you locking the deadbolt when you came in, that's exactly how I am.
Always hit that lock.
Right?
oh,
I'm like
yeah.
that.
I do
or
that shit all the time.
I don't want
You
to go
give
do
me
anything
shit about that all
alone.
the time.
Yeah, well, okay. But you do that and you just know that I'm coming home.
Yeah, because when I walk
know
in the
what I
door, I
work?
double lock, dude. I stay locked.
Bro, you double
I
lock
live
and
alone.
you know I'm
Nice.
coming home.
I was
Day.
gonna say I live alone, but I really don't. I shouldn't have said that. Whatever, I live alone. I don't
Yeah.
fucking care. Come to my house. I got a bat in every room. Like, I don't have a gun. I don't do guns.
See, I just like I've seen so
'Cause
many
I'm
murder
scared.
mysteries.
I have anxiety about them.
Yeah. See, yeah, I don't like guns either. Like people will be like, "Yo, why shoot?"
Me to
and I'm
go
like,
shooting, but I was like, I'm not going to a shooting range. And he's like, we can go to some land or some property or something. I'm not. A gun range sounds like hell on earth. Like hell on earth. I would never go in one.
See, I don't know, like a gun period. I'm like, yeah, I'm not adult enough for that.
I'm good.
It makes me feel like
good.
a child, yeah.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, "You want to see
think
my
that's-
sword
but here's the
collection?"
thing, though.
Hey, a buddy,
But
a buddy of yours. Okay, so I'm alone, and I'm like, "Yo, you want to come over and roll?" Which means do jujitsu.
Oh, this
Okay.
motherfucker breathes
Yeah.
Molly.
No. No, and I have like mats set up about the
fuck.
size of this room, which is a good space for two
good
people to
mat.
roll, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. If you know what you're doing, you can kind of stay in a general
I
area.
did not.
Yeah. It's nice
But
to
yeah, if
confine.
you know what you're doing.
But the first time he shows up at my apartment, he's like, "Hey man, I got something for you." And I was like, "Okay, that's wild because I didn't know we were doing gift exchange now." Because I just met, I'm meeting you right now live.
Oh, I know who you're talking
right?
about.
Live.
And I'm not gonna say anybody's name because like don't want to put you out there like
it's
that.
fine.
But
Continue.
But if
He
you're
goes-
watching this,
Yeah, he
you
goes,
probably
"You
know
know
it's
who
not
you
you.
are."
he goes, "Come around to this side," and I was like, "Okay, I only know this dude because you said he's gonna come do jujitsu with you," and I was like, "All right, dope. I'll take your word for
Set
it."
him up on a blind jujitsu date.
Exactly
Yeah,
what
dude.
happened,
Trying to get my homie in touch with my other
Jiu-jitsu
homies,
buds.
you know?
which is fine.
yeah. It's a
He's
good
like,
thing.
"Come over here to this passenger side," and I was like, "All right, cool." He pulls out a fucking sword. And he gives it to me as a gift, and I was like,
Dude, that's so sick.
Wait a minute.
Dude,
Wait, he gave you this as a gift, bro?
"I have
That
the
is
sword."
so
You've hung
tight.
out with him again since, right? I would, but you
a
got
few
anything
times
else?
just doing jujitsu, but I'm like,
That's so tight.
What
I
a
don't know-
great gift.
He's
Hey,
such a good guy.
"Hey,
He's
man,
a really good
what
guy.
did you say to him about me that
I
made
said-
him feel like
Wait,
he
you
needs
don't,
to
you don't love
gift
swords?
me a sword?
Wait, you don't love swords?
Maybe he's just like jujitsu. Maybe he's a little bit cultured enough to move away from the whole American gun thing. Maybe he's like into the whole sword thing, and maybe he's just like, here's a sword.
I'm like
Yeah.
not into weapons,
but
he
like,
said
swords don't have
these.
to be weapons.
You can,
But
you
it
can,
is-
Leave them on the wall and never touch them.
correct?
can
but
open
it
bottles of
is
champagne with
itself
True, it
in
is
definition a weapon.
functionally a
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not a kickstand.
So you don't do
Or bike lock.
So what do you defend yourself with in here, in your home? You know what I do? Other than
What's
the
up?
bats, when I buy decor, I intentionally buy it to be grabbable or stabbable. So like driftwood.
The grab and
There's
stab.
Driftwood all in my house, like random spots where you're sitting down, or there's like bases with necks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's
Like
this-
heavy-ass
there's this
rocks.
piece of driftwood I can literally grab perfectly, like a gun, in two different ways, and it has two different. It's like an L, obviously. 'cause you're
Yeah.
holding a gun,
Mm-hmm.
and it has like point.
Like an old bayonet type thing, the gun
But
that had the
like-
knife
but
on
like
it.
this, but like maybe like this big.
It's like
Dude,
a
you
You
should-
can like
perfect,
grab it perfectly. I've
You
never
should-
had to do that, but if I needed to, I
You should
could.
open up a driftwood store called
weapons
Grab and Stab.
store. Grab and Stab is a good name.
I mean, he came up
Straight
with that.
up.
I'm just riding on his coattails.
Grab and Stab.
Grab and Stab, bro.
She
So
said,
he came over there to include him.
You don't have
I
to.
mean,
you
you
can
got-
always
like, you
grab.
got-
Driftwood
You can always,
walls and shit,
hey,
aren't there?
you can always grab
you
and
can't just, like, grab
stab him.
driftwood.
hey, man. What?
You don't have to include him. You know? Have you ever seen any Lifetime movie?
Yeah.
We can get rid of him.
What? It's both y'all,
very
huh?
poorly done. Have you ever seen Forensic Files? Because unless you've seen every episode of every season a million times, I'm not getting involved with any.
Well, right now
Criminal
we're
activity.
too advanced for Forensic Files. You can't get away with things like you used to.
But the basics of Forensic Files will let you know enough that yeah, you definitely can't get away with shit.
You just gotta slowly start poisoning.
There's
him.
always something. There's always something though.
Yeah.
There's always something. Obviously,
Yes.
Forensic Files, but
There's
It's all there.
always something.
There's always
it's always
it's always
something.
something.
And then and I'm like, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
A forensic measure uncovered the murderer, and like it's literally,
Oh wait, that's the show.
Yeah.
but it's crazy.
It's not called
But then I think
Unsolved
about it, and I'm
Mysteries
like,
because that's a good show too.
what
That's
else
also
do-
a good show.
What else do people get convicted by?
Video.
Yeah.
Would that not be
Or
like
first
like
person?
cyber forensics? Is that still
What
not-
does forensic stand for?
What even is
I'm a
forensic?
forensic social
Let's
worker.
be
What's that
honest.
mean? What's
What
forensic
does
mean?
forensic stand for?
Forensic
Yeah.
social worker.
What
like
is
You work in the field of like crime, and like I work with people who are incarcerated.
So as long as you killed
And
somebody, but it
diagnose
wasn't a
and treat.
crime, that's not
Well, it's
forensics.
still a crime.
What? No, forensics. I don't know what
Me
it
dumb.
actually means.
Yo, soy dumb.
No, yeah, let's
Google
both
it, man.
Google it at
No,
the
you
same time.
Googs. You do the Googs this time.
Forensic. I
fun.
have Giga
Unsolved
Chat still
Mysteries
on it.
also.
See, that gives
Heavy
me anxiety.
hitters.
I don't want to fucking watch something
Relating
and you don't give me a
to-
solution.
And know that that person is still there.
It's like they could be my neighbor.
They're
Oh,
very
look,
true.
you
They
can
could live
totally
here.
do something and it be non-forensic. It says relating to or denoting the application of scientific methods and techniques to investigate a crime. So, like, if I were to stand up and shoot you, if somebody saw the video, that's not forensic. It's not scientific. Bro, it's right there. I just shot her. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's no science needed.
Yeah, I thought-
I looked.
yeah.
I saw.
Right.
Boom.
No
Yeah,
question
forensics
about
If
it.
it was
But
like,
if there was no video of it, they would have
Yes.
to prove that you stood
Yeah,
up
yeah,
by
yeah.
the bullet
Yep.
trajectory.
They would
and all
have to
that.
see like
That's
your
for-
tire tracks in the parking lot, and then they'd be like, "Yo, what the fuck is up with this grass?" You know? Like,
Yeah. Hey, where the
We got
grass
you with
right
the
here?
grass.
yeah, we got you with.
There is an episode where a guy stepped on a tomato under a window seal. I think it was a tomato. Unless I'm mixing up two episodes and it was a step under the window seal and a tomato, but I'm pretty sure it was a step under the window seal, and they got the footprint by stepping on a tomato to get the imprint
See, it's
to try to gauge the two.
it's some sort of ketchup on his ass, you know.
Oh, that was slick.
There's something. There's something there. There's like something.
Were you trying to make a catch-up joke?
No, but I mean,
Tomato
there's.
joke?
I mean,
Yes,
there's
it was.
something there. Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
No. Yeah.
He was not Heinzing.
All right.
Okay. All right, we'll be done with that one. Moving
That
on.
guy's going to hell, man.
No, that's mayonnaise.
Asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy, bro. Like, I think that's part of what gives me anxiety is seeing shows like
I
that.
think, yeah, I
I've
think
seen
what you're
everything
saying,
you can
Unsolved
think of
Mysteries,
ever.
Unsolved
I
Mysteries
have
gets
Don't
me
Fuck
that way
with Cats
too.
literally tattooed on my ass.
That one fucked
I
me
never
up,
watched that one
dude.
because I heard it was so crazy.
Bro, you can't.
Dude, so I was.
You gotta go
I was
home and watch it.
house-sitting one
Oh my
time for a
God.
friend who's like her mom's like my second mom, and I'm like in their shower and I'm listening to. I don't know if you know who Bailey Sarian is, but she's a bitch that like does makeup. She's like super tatted. She does makeup and she like researches all these crime stories and she just retells them. I don't like wear makeup, but I don't know why the makeup part of it is like super interesting.
Dude, it's
She's,
weird
like,
what you'll get
She's
into.
like doing makeup and like doing this crime story, and you're like, how are you talking and doing it at the same time? I don't know. Anyway, I'm listening to one of her podcasts one time, right? And I'm in the shower, alone, house sitting, already terrified because I'm just alone.
Yeah.
And in the podcast, the girl is house sitting, and I was gonna invite a friend over, and she invites her friend over, and then her friend his friend tells someone that she's over there. Anyways, they end up coming fucking killing her, and I'm in the shower and I'm like, ooh, that took a turn. And then I'm like, this is not real, like la la la, like, and then I'm like, wait, no, this isn't like Criminal Minds.
You're
or,
like, no, this
Law
is
and Order.
quite
This is
literally
a
real.
podcast. This is actually real. And then I got out of the shower and I just locked the bedroom door and I didn't invite anybody over. I just sat there and I was like,
Have you ever? I've done this multiple
myself.
times where I've been in the shower and gotten scared like that. Okay, this is gonna sound a bitch, but I've gotten so scared where I'm like washing my hair and I go to like wash the soap out of my hair,
And you'll
but I
feel a
won't
hand?
close my eyes. Like I'll like keep my eyes open because I'm like, if I close my eyes, somebody's gonna jump in the shower with me. Like I don't know if you've ever done this, but I've done this multiple times. Or like I wash my face and I wash around my eyes so I don't have to close my eyes in the shower.
Bro, you know how often my eyes are closed in the
I literally
shower?
wash my face like this.
My
I
eyes
cannot-
might be
My
closed
eyes
the
are-
entire
can't-
time.
I cannot-
Closed mostly.
You said your eyes are closed the whole time?
Pretty
Might
much,
be.
unless I'm shaving.
What?
Dude,
Think so?
I'm thinking,
I
Bro.
bro.
like conditioner in my hair.
Oh
like,
no, dude.
Face wash on
Nope.
my face.
I
or,
keep
like,
my eyes open like 99%
I'm
of the
gonna
time
get
I'm
in
in the
the shower
shower.
tonight and be like,
Now you know.
try to
Serious-
watch with my eyes.
Now
all the
that
way
I
open.
think, yeah, I'm like this. Yeah.
But how do you
Hey.
wash your eyelids?
Well, that's only when I'm scared. I keep my eyes open.
Hey, now you know what's gonna happen.
But everything else, if I'm doing like whatever, my eyes are open. I'm like looking at shit.
yeah, but
like,
you know what
whatever.
has to happen now.
Huh?
You have to get scared in the shower.
Oh shit!
Wait, what?
Say it again.
You have to get scared in the shower.
Oh
don't.
shit!
At least
Where do I
expect
live?
it
Huh?
with him.
Where do I live?
Hey, that door closes now.
Hey
Y'all
man.
share a bathroom?
No,
No.
but we do now.
No!
Oh god.
I pee with the door open, dude. So what's
Hey,
up?
man.
I shut the door when I pee.
I pee on your door
I
while
heard
it's
it
open.
close.
I
heard it
went to
close.
sit and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I know exactly when the water comes on because the water heater pump is right next to my window, so I know when you're showering. And that's going down tonight.
well, he
not
can't do it
showering
now.
tonight.
He's going to expect it.
It's okay.
My eyes
I
will be
will
open
go
the
to
whole
sleep
time.
so early that he least expects it.
But it's
I'm gonna
tonight.
just. I'm gonna.
There's a time frame.
I'm gonna
You gotta
shower
know
it
it's today.
I'm gonna shower.
Whenever
at 3 in the
tonight
morning.
is, it will be tonight.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
You don't know.
Nope. Your time
I
will
swear to
come.
God, if you scare me in the shower, dude, I'm
gonna
lose it.
scare
Then
you.
gotta start taking
I'm
baths.
gonna lose
Hey,
it.
I'm gonna
I
scare
can't
you. Look,
I can't
look,
bathe in my
but-
bathroom. I don't have a I have like a walk-in
standing.
rig. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have the stand rig.
But look, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna be so quiet and naked.
you're
I'm
gonna be naked
get
too.
in the shower.
If you get in, the
If
shower
I get in
with
the
you,
shower
it's
and I'm
gonna
naked
go
and you're
way
wearing swimming
worse.
trunks,
It's gonna go
I'm gonna
way
be
worse than you think.
pissed. All right?
Both
Have y'all ever been naked
just.
together?
Have we been naked together? I don't think we've been
Dude,
naked.
do
So?
that?
No, I mean, I've
I
sent him
think,
pictures
like-
of my dick all the time.
Yeah.
But not.
I mean, I've seen his ball sack quite a few times.
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, dick, yeah.
Lot.
And ass. I mean,
and
a
we've
lot of it.
kissed, but not
We've
like.
I mean,
With-
Intimately.
Yeah, no, not
He-
with
not that-
pleasure in mind on both parties. What?
huh?
We've never been
Anyway,
naked together.
Never been naked together.
Be an
No.
experience.
Hey, man.
if your dick touches my
Yeah,
dick,
but
dude,
Hey, are you trying to have a podcast together or what? Okay.
it's just us in the shower.
It's the 100.
us
It's
face
episode
up.
100. We're just naked in the shower
the
doing a
shower.
podcast.
Y'all should
Yeah.
do it out of a bathtub though, but like obviously, I mean, I don't know if I do
I'll
it
be
or
like,
not.
so what's
You
going?
could do it. I mean, you could, wear.
I'll be like, so what's going on with your balls, man?
Hey man,
Them are-
what's up with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long have y'all lived together?
Oh,
In
dude.
this
I mean, for
house-
years, but just at this
in
house
this house
for
a
a year.
year, and then
Oh.
we lived together before I bought this house.
We met, didn't like each other, and then within like I don't know 6 months we were living together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, like the week I turned 18, I was like, "Hey, I'm moving in,"
Yeah,
and moved in with
Oh, y'all
him.
been friends for how old are you?
23,
yeah.
How old are you?
37.
31.
Oh. Sorry, I get that confused.
You're 23.
Yeah.
Okay, you're
So the mind blowingness. What did you think our ages were?
I mean, you told me you were 31 earlier, so I don't know
Wow.
why I just
Okay.
asked you that.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah, I just thought you were, I don't know, 31.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, you can see he hasn't grown into his chin, so definitely not 30.
You have a decade.
That's a
Oh,
long
I
time. You
hope-
better just.
You know what? I didn't know that you were in your 30s. I hope that your 20s are way better than what mine were.
Thanks, I appreciate
By
it.
23, mine were already fucking in the shithole.
It's been interesting so far.
But no shithole.
Not a
For your
shithole.
2 years
20s?
of
I
my life have
mean-
been Corona.
But yeah, I mean that part's.
Yeah, but your 20s,
so-
dude. You're like 3 days into your 20s, dude. You're barely into your 20s.
Yeah, I mean this is young
It's going
20s.
pretty fucking great.
I mean it's good. I mean I have
can
a
you
house.
Consider 2020 and 2021 like great.
I mean, look.
I
at
mean,
Like,
I did,
great.
but
This
like I
is
did
filling
buy
our
a home.
hearts.
Like
It is.
this is like a big deal.
No, this is great.
Yeah. This has been a
and
good
just
thing.
like
The
you
last
assumed
year-
when we all sat down in the podcast, we're making tons of money off.
Yo,
Millions.
dude, we are rolling
Millions.
in dough. Yeah,
we live
rolling.
in this house with
Oh,
a great
you see that-
floor.
Next
See
time
how big
I
that
get a
TV is?
message, it better be you want to come over and roll, and it better not be Molly or MMA, or it better be money.
Oh,
Yeah,
we're rolling money.
in. Yeah,
You haven't been to our money room,
No, let's go.
dude.
It's
all
out
right,
back.
let's wrap this. We're gonna go
we
swim
gotta
in
show
the
her the
money
money room. We're gonna go show her the money room.
All right, you want to shout out anything before we get out of this?
Oh, God.
Wow, so much
Fuck
pressure.
this
So
year.
many.
Oh shit.
Fuck this year, 2022 is not going to be our year. It's just not going to be this year, and it's not going to be the last year.
Very true. I
Make it
respect
what you
that.
want it.
Years are subjective. It's
No.
just another day.
I respect
Make every
that.
day better than the last
And
day.
if you can't,
Damn right.
just do what you need to do to feel
Fucking
better.
don't drop windows on your legs. Fucking
Don't do that. Yeah.
Don't hurt other people.
Yeah, be nice. Be better.
Do better, be safe, make better decisions. Don't fucking drink and drive.
That's right.
This probably isn't going on before New Year's.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Hold on. No. Will be the first episode of the
Cool. I
next
hope
year.
none of you motherfuckers drank and drove last night
That's
or the night before. And if you did, I hope you get help for that.
Yeah.
That's all I have, really.
All
That
right.
was probably like a really strong, intense ending. You know what? That was
No,
too
that's
heavy.
fine.
No, it's
No,
okay.
we love
Hey.
Love
Gresham.
and light,
We're
everybody.
big intense
I'm
guys.
not a love and light bitch. I can't
Yeah.
be. I've never been a love and light kind of gal. So
Word.
just do better, be better.
Well, we
Hell yeah.
appreciate the person you
Yeah.
are.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Appreciate
coming and
y'all.
hanging
This
out.
has been sick.
Seriously.
Let's go
Thank
play
you.
the money.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Well, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. We love you. We're getting the fuck up out of here.
Yee.